I think Mr. Bernard is an excellent teacher because he's hardworking, funny, puts in a lot of effort on us, and just good.
Why so funny? What? Does he
Because
tell jokes?
yeah,
Okay, and they're funny jokes.
yeah.
Okay, well maybe we have to get him to tell us something. Okay, thank you. What was it about Miss Harris and her lessons that was so memorable to you?
She would teach us like what she needs to teach us, and she'd have a little joke about it, so it's not all strict.
Okay, so she brought humour into the classroom.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And you actually said the word she teaches everyone perfectly. So so by the end of the lesson, does everyone know exactly what they need to do?
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yeah, they know everything because she teaches it well.
Okay, brilliant. And you said there was something you said about how she helps when you've got a test or something. What was that?
Yeah, when we finish a test, she'd give us green pen and she'll give us the test so we can improve on what we need to improve on that we got wrong.
Okay, so you can use it to make progress for the next time you get an assessment.
Yeah.
And that you find that really useful, do you?
Yeah.
You were really complimentary about a lesson that you had with Miss Stein. I believe it was about superheroes. What was it about that lesson?
That lesson, we were creative writing is one of the key strengths of our classes. So she said, well, we will make some like superhero stories, and it was quite fun because we got to create our own superheroes, and most of them were like unique and different. I remember there was a siren in one of them. There's like, I don't know, maybe cats, something like that. And it was all very interesting to hear like the origin stories and background stories of all the different created superheroes.
So when it's fun, you think it's more memorable, do you?
Yeah, usually when you think of an English lesson, it's usually either reading a book, comprehension, or anything like that. But she always makes it fun with like creative writing and all these new ideas that we never really got to do in primary school. So it's quite memorable that way.
You said that Miss Roberts, the science teacher, was your favourite teacher this year. What is it about Miss Roberts that makes her your favourite?
She's like really nice, and she always wants us to do well, like even if it means like her shouting at us or something. She always wants us to achieve it. Like she's my favourite teacher because she's so nice, and like I can talk to her without her like being rude or like sending me away.
Okay, so when she realises perhaps that people are not working as hard as she wants, she gets them back on track. Is that right? Brilliant. And then the other one, which was Mrs. Schofield, is she your tutor?
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously tutor time is very important, and it's great that you said that was so memorable. So what is it about the tutor time that is so memorable for you?
It's like the fact that like whenever we have questions, she'll always answer them, and like she won't leave us. And like for example, if we have like an inquiry or something that she can't answer, she'll always go and find out about it.
So you talk about interesting topics and things
yeah.
like that. What can you remember one of those topics you talked about this year that now you know more about than you did before?
Ramadan. I knew more. Like I learnt more about that recently, and like I found out that it was like I knew things about it, but like I've kind of learnt more about it.
And Miss Schofield was able to help you extend your knowledge with that?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Mr. Coco was such an amazing teacher. Are you able to give us a few details why he had such an effect on you?
Well, he came from Italy, that's pretty cool, so his accent was very different. It's very fresh. And I think he's got a PhD in English as well, so it's very nice to have someone that was, like new stuff, and he'd always because we had him on Fridays, so over the weekend he'd come back and he'd have a new story about how he went to this place and stuff like that, and he'd always have these great books for us to read, and he was just really nice. So
he had a really good subject knowledge, and if he's got a PhD, obviously he knows a lot about the subject.
Yeah, not everyone knows about that, but just saying.
Excellent. And another one, you talked about Mr. Boyd. Now, you mentioned this thing called the Ring of Fire. Now, I've heard of this before, but I wouldn't have thought it was necessarily something that was played in school. So can you explain how...
There's no alcohol involved.
Of course, Mr. Boyd is a professional. So can you explain how the Ring of Fire game works and why that was so memorable?
He played it with the psychology and the sociology class, but I only do sociology with him. So we sit around the table, because we did family and education for year 12. So he'll have a tub with questions in them. Mm-hmm. Usually they're describing questions or meaning questions, definition questions. And then but we'd sit around and there'd be rules on the board, like when it's like number, I don't know what number it was, but like number 10, I think that was queen. Like when you pick up the queen,
Okay.
then you are allowed to make up any rule or something like that. It was really interesting. And then there's just different rules. Like there's no one who can win or lose. So you either stay in the game or you're out.
Okay, so it's a way, it was revision.
Yeah, it was a revision game. Yeah, it was good.
Excellent. Your sheet, you said some really nice things about Miss Davies and why she was your favourite teacher. Do you want to share that with the staff and let us know why?
She's my favourite teacher because when I help her clean up the room, she always gives me golden tickets, and every time I do something extra, at the end of the lesson she gives me like a nice treat or some more extra points, and she lets me join the extra classes when like special classes with the higher years. So sometimes the other day when it was parents' evening, she let me stay there because I wanted to do some extra work and get some ahead of doing my work. So she let me stay there and I got extra points in there.
Hi now, you said that your favourite teacher was Miss Doughty in PE. Do you want to give us a few reasons why she's your favourite teacher?
I like Miss Doughty because she makes the lessons fun, and when we are playing a game in PE, I like understand it and she explains it, but like I don't.
So she makes it, difficult sports and things like that. She explains them well.
Yeah, and when I understand it, I actually enjoy it, and I never thought that I would enjoy it, but then I do.
So PE is not normally one of the subjects you normally enjoy, but Miss Doughty's made it one of your favourites.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And also you said that one of your most memorable lessons was with Miss Fawkes-Morley in drama. What is it about her lessons that makes it so memorable?
Well, because I'm a bit shy, when I'm with Miss Fawkes-Morley, I can like express myself, and I know how to like act, and my way of coming out is through acting.
So she's given you much more confidence than you had at the start of the year?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Okay, well you're very confident on camera today, so well done. Thank you.